Let's see now how to import a podcast to Mumbler. We already have a podcast published, hosted on some other platform, and we want Mumbler to be our hosting platform. That is, to upload each new episode to Mumbler and not to another platform. To do that, what we have to do is bring our episode, our podcast, from any other platform to Mumbler and have all the episodes available here. We achieve this using the RSS feed. Thus, we opt for the Import Podcast feature, and here we find the explanation on how to perform it. What we need to do is navigate to our typical hosting platform and then insert the RSS feed in this location. So what we do is go to another one, to the platform where we currently have our podcast hosted. In this case, we're going to do it with a podcast that's hosted on a cast. And while what we see on the screen may vary depending on the platform where our podcast is hosted, generally the process is going to be very similar to what we are going to see next. Here we have a distribution tab for our podcast with a series of instructions, and at the bottom we find the RSS feed. All this text here is what we have to copy. Once we've copied it, we have to start deleting. Go back to our podcast on Mumbler. Here we had a space to paste our podcast, our RSS feed. We right-click, paste, and click the import button. Here it already tells us that the import is in progress, which is good. We have to take some time and wait for however long it takes. The time it takes to import the podcast will depend on the size of the podcast, the number of episodes, and the length of each of these episodes that we have published. But the import is already in progress and Mumbler is taking care of bringing our podcast to this platform. We click on Accept and we observe that in our list of published podcasts, we have this new podcast, which is displayed in a lighter color, indicating that Mumbler is currently working on importing it.